do whatever it takes.
FX's Snowfall, all new Wednesdays on FX.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another Snowfall video. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for Snowfall Season 5, Episode 1, titled Comets. If you're a fan of Snowfall, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on Snowfall, you get them. Man, crazy ass first episode because they hit us with some little twist. I kind of felt like Rob was gonna die the entire episode. It just seemed like Franklin was gonna take care of him because he was too much of a threat. He knew too much, he was a crackhead now, and Franklin pretty much just had to take him out. But yeah, that was crazy. The ending was pretty crazy. Solid episode though. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. When the episode first starts, we see some basketball players, at the University of Maryland, and they're snorting some coke, just having fun. And this one guy, he was touching on his chest pretty hard. Then he overdosed and died. That's crazy, man. It seems like this crack cocaine is spreading like wildfire and everybody's using it. There's a lot of deaths and things are just getting crazy. Now we see Franklin on a plane, man. He's flying his own private plane. He's just living the life. And then we see Black Diamond and Dallas pick him up at the hangar. If you guys remember, these two girls were working against Franklin in the last season, and he made them switch sides, and they set up Manboy and stuff. But we see Franklin talking to Veronique. He called her from the car phone, and she was pretty excited, telling him about their developments and stuff, everything that's going on, and Franklin wants to go to this party. We see Franklin goes to visit this guy, Grady Williamson, and he wants to increase his buy to 300 kilos per week. He's really moving that weight. He asked Grady if he could get the kilos for 1,000 per kilo. And Grady says, no, I can't really go back to them with that number because if I come back with less, there's gonna be problems. And Gustavo is standing there while they talk. And Franklin, he just wants to expand his businesses even further. He wants to remain competitive. That's why he's trying to make this deal. And Grady said, look, I'll think about it. Let's just have fun for now. Now we see Leon, and he has to go teach this worker a lesson. I guess this worker stole from them to buy some Jordans, and they removed his shoes and beat his feet with a pipe. Leon wasn't playing, man, made his feet bleed and everything. And then he said that he can keep the Jordans because he paid for them. Now we see this party going on, man. All these kids partying, snorting coke. And there's this one kid, Thad, that got upset because this kid came in out of nowhere and joined their party. He snorted their coke without asking and everything. So Thad pulled out a gun. And Rob calmed him down, but Thad still shot the kid and killed him. And everybody's seen him do it, so he had to go on the run. Now Franklin wakes up at his little penthouse. He's living good, reading the paper and stuff. And then he's boxing, hitting the little punching bag. And then he hears the news, which involved his friend Rob. So he has to figure out what to do so nothing blows back on him. Now we see Teddy disguised as a repairman, and he visits Grady the day after the party. He's coming to check meters and stuff. And obviously he planted something. But Grady, I can tell he thought that was kind of suspicious. But Teddy actually pulled that off. Now we see Franklin and Peaches go to where Rob is at, and they have a little talk with him. And he was in bad shape. He looked like shit. He just got done doing all kinds of drugs. He looked like he was withdrawing. And Franklin wanted to know how much the shooter knew about their operation. They took Rob to Franklin's old house. And then Franklin had a little meeting with Jerome, Louie, and Leon. And they were all talking about Rob and what went down, and they were talking about how Rob is using and stuff, and they were all upset about it because they've all known Rob for a minute. But him being an addict like this can possibly expose them, so they got to figure something out. Now we see Wanda, and she's looking real good, man. She's clean and she just looks great. She's working on a sex line. And then Wanda gets home, and we see that she's been staying at Franklin's old house, and Peaches told her to watch Rob. And it was Franklin's idea for her to watch Rob. He has to be watched because they don't want him wandering off and doing something stupid. And she used to be an addict, so she knows exactly what to do when it comes to Rob. She was coaching Rob through the withdrawal and stuff like that. Now, this new cop named Detective Buckley visited Jerome and Louie's club, and he's a cokehead too, man. We seen him snorting coke, and we seen him sitting with Louie at the bar, and they were talking about business. And I guess he's really getting some pressure from the higher ups to really make some bust, because he's not really doing anything. But he is protecting Louie and Jerome, and he needed something to offer his bosses, so he threatens Louie to remove his protection, of her operation if she doesn't give him something. We see in the morning, Rob was trying to escape, trying to leave the house without anybody knowing, and Franklin tried to give him some coffee, and they needed to visit Rob's friend Thad, to smooth everything out, pretty much. So Franklin wants Rob to take him to where Thad is hiding at, and Franklin says, he'll get him some coke one last time, and then he has to go to rehab. Seemed like Rob wasn't really listening, so Franklin smacked him upside the head. That was funny. Now we see they're all on a car ride together. Rob, Peaches, and Franklin, and Rob wanted his pistol, and it was in the trunk. So they stopped, pulled over, and Franklin had to take a piss. And he was trying to get the feel of the gun and stuff. And then, obviously, he did some coke because he was in a better mood. He was telling them some stories about a comet and stuff, which is visible to the naked eye once every 75 years or something like that. Now, they make it to Thad's house as it gets dark out, and this place is in the middle of nowhere in the desert. They all walked up on Thad, and he was pretty spooked by Peaches being there, so he pulled a shotgun on them, and Franklin calmed him down, and then they went inside to talk. And Thad was freaking out, man. He just shot somebody in cold blood. He doesn't know what to do. He's asking Franklin if he can get his CIA friend to get him a new identity. And then out of nowhere, Rob pulls out his gun. He's all shaky and stuff. And then he shot at Thad a few times before actually killing him. The first time he didn't hit him, then he shot him in the shoulder, and then Peaches told him to finish him. Now they all take Thad's body to the desert. They're getting ready to get rid of the body. And Rob, he hit his last little hit of crack or cocaine or whatever. And Franklin told Rob that the comet he mentioned should be visible to the south. And then Franklin walked up to Rob and shot him in the head like it was nothing. Because right before that, we seen, Franklin talking to Veronique, and they're talking about their future and stuff and what's coming for their future. And I guess they're having a baby together. So Veronique told Franklin to promise her that he'll do whatever he can to protect the family. And that's exactly what he did. He shot Rob so nothing would come back to bite them in the ass. She wants Franklin to end his illegal business, so their child can be safe. And then we see Franklin take his girl to this nice little spot near the beach, and he wants to build their compound, build an empire. And he asked her for her loyalty, and she said, yes, I'll be loyal. And he said, okay, because, people have been loyal to me before, but they stabbed me in the back and they're no longer here. And that's the end of the episode. Solid first episode in my opinion, man. Solid. What did you guys think of this episode? Comment your thoughts down below. What are your theories, thoughts, predictions, and everything else for the rest of the season? Let me know. Comment down below. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Snowfall content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. If you guys want to donate to the channel, I got links below to the PayPal and Cash App accounts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.